Hey guys, ThunderStrike101 here, back with another video. Today we are checking out Death Battle Leonardo versus the Red Ranger. Let's get into it.
Hey Wiz, you know what time it is? It's Miller time! That's right, my favorite beer is finally sponsoring the show. And you too can chill out with a delicious Miller Lite. My favorite thing to take a break from the internet is to crack open some cold ones and share them with my friends.
Seems like a good time to debate this matchup, or if we, get the victor right. When there's a great tasting, 96-calorie Miller Lite, friends should always come before followers.
Here's to the original light beer, the original social media. It's Miller time!
Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per ounce.
Okay. Rooster Teeth.
When I was a kid, there was nothing better than watching my Saturday morning tunes. That's where I learned all my badass karate moves. Yeah.
The 80s and 90s certainly gave us some
I don't know about this
characters
animation.
and
I
epic
prefer the
playground
old
rivalries.
guys. I mean the old designs.
Like Leonardo, head honcho of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And Jason Lee Scott, leader of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh, so it's just old
For
school
this bout, we'll be
karate
sticking
stuff.
to the characters themselves.
That means no Dragon Zords, no Turtle Mechs, and no last-minute power
Okay.
of friendship. Just a good old-fashioned one-on-one. He's Wiz and
Good
I'm
nut
Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons,
Can't
armor,
take-
and skills to find out who
I
will
can't
win
take Boomstick
a death
seriously.
battle.
To the animation.
From the vastness of space to the eerie depths of the ocean, few places remain as
Wait.
mysterious and unknown as the New York City sewer system.
Anything could be down there. Killer alligators, mole people, or even Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that is so stupid.
4 ordinary domestic terrapins transformed into humanoid superheroes by a chance encounter with a canister of mysterious mutagenic ooze. They were adopted by an equally mutated rat skilled in martial arts who decided to name them after Renaissance artists.
You know, even by comic book standards, this origin story is pretty freaking weird.
Yeah.
Mr. Splinter
That's what I was
trained them
thinking.
as Ninja, and the group formed a daring crime-fighting team. But every team needs a leader.
Donatello did machines, but tactics? Nah, Raphael was tough, but way too hot-headed. And Michelangelo? Well, we all know he got dropped as a kid. So the obvious choice was the true blue Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, close enough. Of all the turtles, Leonardo was the most studious and focused when it came to Splinter's
course.
lessons, and soon adopted the principles of Bushido.
Kind of weird since that's a samurai code and he's a ninja, but
Yeah.
whatever.
The modern
Samurai
tenets of
version
Bushido
of,
have evolved over the
chivalry.
centuries, but it essentially boils down to 8 virtues: righteousness, courage, compassion, respect, honesty, honor, duty, and self-control. All of which, frankly, describes Leonardo to a T.
AKA, he's super dedicated to being a goody two-shoes. And he's a badass when it comes to fighting. He's like the Bruce Lee of reptiles. And since he's a turtle, Leo's got super speed and super strength.
Wait,
I'm
what?
not sure the science checks out on that one.
He's also got that
Yeah, I was
super
about to
tough
say.
shell and some radical ninja weapons.
Okay, the
Alright,
shell
but
part.
Before we go
Yeah.
any further, we should address that there are multiple iterations of Leonardo across different media and
No, of course.
timelines. As none of them can really be considered the main one, we're taking all
For the
standard versions
2012
into
one.
account, or anything that's reasonable, consistent, or viable across
Yeah.
his multiple histories.
Of course.
So we're not including anything that's too out of the ordinary, like those weird double mutations or that time he became a goddamn dragon. I mean, good on you, Leo, but that's a little out of your typical wheelhouse.
So just
Leonardo is a
skill
master
and
of Niten Ichiryu, a Japanese fighting style using twin katana. Although Leo's swords are typically a more recent variant called ninjaken, basically just katana without the curve.
Still way better
Okay.
than wielding tiny forks or a literal stick. Seriously, who picked out the other turtle's weapon?
Leonardo's ninjaken are incredibly
I mean, the
deadly,
stuff
even
is
sharp
good,
enough
the
to slice
weapon.
through metal.
But he still finds ways to break those things all the time. Good thing he's also got kunais, smoke bombs, shuriken, climbing claws, grappling guns, hell, most of the Batman-approved gear. In his latest outing, he's even got this Odachi, basically the claymore of ninja swords, but it's super special.
Right, with a
That
swing
odd-
of the blade, it can open portals that can take its wielder anywhere from across the room or all the way to Tahiti.
Time for a vacation! Yeah!
Oh, be careful! Bending the rules of space could be catastrophic.
Yeah, relax, Wiz. I totally have what it takes to pull this off.
No, that pun. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll go with the staycation instead.
Probably for the best. Weapons aside, Leonardo has proved skilled enough to master rare ninjutsu knowledge such as the Healing Hands mantra, a meditation technique.
Say goodbye to that nasty migraine or pesky stab wound.
Ryu.
Not quite
Shuriken
potent
jutsu.
enough to heal fatal wounds, but useful nonetheless.
Other than
Some of
that,
these
the
things I
dude's
can't pronounce.
fast enough to outrun explosions and has even dodged lightning.
This enemy in particular was specifically granted the power of a storm, implying these bolts are comparable to natural lightning. Therefore, Leonardo must be able to react to things 280 times faster than sound.
Whoa.
Ha! And you thought turtles were slow. Also,
I
he's
mean,
strong
they
enough to
technically
push
are.
over a giant pillar to crush a cockroach monster, go toe-to-toe with Baron Drexum, who survived this explosion, and held open the jaws of a monster-fied T-Rex.
The Tyrannosaurus is theorized to have had a bite force of 12,800 pounds per square inch.
Yeah.
6 times more powerful than an alligator.
And best of all,
cock-crushing
even across
bite.
multiple timelines, good old Leo is usually the one to take down the turtle's biggest villain and least useful kitchen utensil, the Shredder. No wonder he's the leader. Leo's a boss.
Sure, he may have a habit of questioning his own abilities and decisions, but hey, he's a teenager. Par for the course.
Of course.
One thing's for sure, he's a mean, green fighting machine
Oh, this one.
who's always up
Batman
for a
versus-
shell of a good time.
This is TMNT.
Cold steel.
After 10,000 years, the evil interstellar witch Rita Repulsa was finally released from her long-standing prison.
Which, and I need to point this out, was an actual space dumpster. Gross. No wonder
This
she was
just-
so pissed off that she decided to attack Earth on the spot.
This just reminds me of that
Combat
one
her
skit
vile
by
magics, the good-natured
Brandon
sage of the tube,
Rogers.
Zordon sought out a team of heroes.
You know that
and
one
for
Power Rangers
whatever
skit?
reason, specifically requested 5 overbearing and over-emotional humans.
No, not that, not teenagers.
I feel ya, Invader Zim.
The 5 teens connected to the Morphin Grid, an energy field that transformed them
Oh, what?
into the mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Go, go, Power Rangers! I never get tired of doing that. And if that wasn't cool enough,
Still
each
remember that
Ranger
for a long
was
time.
bonded to a giant robot dinosaur.
And I've
There
never
was the
seen this
blue
one before.
Triceratops, the yellow saber-toothed
Just a
tiger, the
samurai?
black mastodon, the pink pterodactyl, and finally, the red tyrannosaurus.
This would go to the Red Ranger and leader of the team, Jason Lee Scott.
But anyways, I've
Was a
only seen
pretty chill and
the
level-headed
Jungle
guy,
Fury,
and already good enough at
a
martial
couple
arts
of
to be
things
teaching
for
classes.
it.
He's skilled in
Mostly
Kenpo,
samurai and
Taekwondo,
super
Judo, and
super
notably
samurai.
the more unknown Shinkido, a mix of karate and Japanese sword fighting.
And he dabbled in hip-hop keto. But to get all
What?
the martial arts skill he'd ever need, all he's gotta do is hold out that mighty power coin and yell,
Morphin' time.
oh yeah,
This
Kill,
is
man.
so corny.
Every time.
Morphing into his Red Ranger form did indeed grant Jason an unprecedented level of martial arts mastery.
This should be another
Even
Trying Not
Billy,
to Cringe
the Blue
video.
Ranger, who barely knew any martial arts at all, became a fist-fighting master after morphing.
The Red Ranger form also boosts Jason's speed and strength to superhuman levels. And see
Morphin'
those
Grid.
sparks? That's the Morphin Grid taking hits for him. And it'll keep doing that until it's overloaded from too many attacks. Good guy Grid over here. Where do I get one?
Jason is a powerhouse, focusing on strong, high-impact moves like his Power Punch to send
This is a
foes
game for
flying
this.
across the battlefield.
And he can use the energy of the grid to take a bite out of Putty with his Tyrannosaurus charge. But when punches and kicks aren't enough, he's got a bunch of colorful weapons that definitely aren't toys, no matter how plasticky they look.
Like his wrist communicator, which
The
doubles
hell
as
are
a
these
teleporter.
things?
And the Blade Blaster is both a knife and a gun. A gun knife. A knife.
And for tougher fights, he can...
Alright, Wiz, what's the over-under on my modification here working?
Are you sure about this? We already have enough holes in the floor.
Oh, please, Wiz, I know what
Yeah.
I'm okay! I'm not okay!
For tougher fights, Jason can also summon the Power Sword, a unique blade that can slice through even the most powerful of monsters. It's also a key component to the Power Blaster.
Which is, let me guess here, powerful.
Yes, the Power Blaster can destroy creatures even the Dinozords have trouble with.
Though Power Ranger rules keep them from
Dinosaurs.
busting out the big guns
Okay.
right away.
Right, they technically cannot escalate a fight, so unless the more powerful weapons are deemed necessary, they're generally considered off limits.
Okay.
So dumb.
Regardless, the Red Ranger is incredible.
Oh, freaking Adam.
Got my plant-based Rebel Whopper, your triple Whopper cheese.
Some
Double Homestyle Whopper. Try Hungry Jack's new Homestyle Whopper with iBacon, barbecue, chipotle, and crispy bacon. Whopper your way. Only at Hungry Jack's.
Anyways.
Got my plant-based Rebel Whopper,
Again?
your triple Whopper cheese.
My Double Homestyle
Why?
Whopper. Try Hungry Jack's new Homestyle Whopper with iBacon, barbecue, chipotle, and crispy bacon.
Yeah, no one cares.
Whopper your way. Only at Hungry Jack's.
Is incredibly impressive even without his weapons.
He's strong enough to lift boulders way bigger than him.
Scaling this boulder to Jason's own height, we can estimate it weighs a little over 69 tons.
Damn.
Nice.
And the Yellow Ranger, who has the same basic powers as Jason, pushed around a much larger boulder that, when using the same scaling method, appears to weigh over 11,000 tons.
These two can run so fast they kick
Damn.
up huge clouds of dust behind them. And in a later series, Power Rangers in space.
Wait. 3,000 reps one day. How much weight are we talking? Okay.
Days! The Rangers could keep pace with the supercar Storm Blaster.
Technically, every Ranger draws from the same source of power, the Morphin Grid, so it's fair to at least compare Jason to other Ranger teams.
Okay.
Like when the SPD Green Ranger chucked a car through the air.
Red is quick enough to dodge lightning, at least for a bit, and tough enough to survive the Power Ranger Command Center exploding while he was inside. That's not even the first time the place blew up. Man, that building's seriously been through the ringer.
To be fair, it's important to remember that the Ranger powers are not permanent.
No, of course.
And his connection to the Morphin Grid has limits. If he takes enough damage and loses his morph, Jason goes back to being a normal human being. Albeit one who is a talented fighter in his own right.
Yeah,
But
true.
with the glorious red spandex and Robo T-Rex at his back, the power lies on his side.
You wanna fight? You got it! Alright, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, all this talking has made me hungry for Blue Apron.
This episode of Death Battle is
Yeah, I'm gonna skip that.
a health salad,
To shoot
half and blue.
battle. Oh!
But anyways. I cannot believe how cringy that stuff was. It's more than... Honestly, we used to watch this kind of thing. Why? This is so stupid now that I'm thinking about it. But at least we're not going the full Deus Ex Machina for victories. It's just legit battle. Honestly, I don't know who would win, since we're not bringing in these Mechazords or whatever they're called. I don't know, I think... They said Leonardo could dodge lightning, but Red Ranger could do it too. Or Jason, I mean, but not for a long time. Speed, I think Jason's faster. And he's also stronger as well. But there's a limit to his power. I don't know. Leo's gone toe to toe with Shredder, who's known to be a really great fighter. So I might go with him. Maybe. Obey the Foot. Oh, Foot Clan. Typical New York. At least from what I've heard. Never been there. Wow.
Dude! Sorry, I'm late for... Wanna free these monsters!
Now you made him mad.
Give me a break! You're the monster for ruining my pizza! Time to take out the trash! It's morphin' time! Don't count me out yet!
Like I said, I could be wrong, but I'm going Leo for this one.
That's turtle power!
Power sword! Don't blaze me for not being impressed.
Really, dude? Huh?
Again.
Audacious.
Oh, I might be wrong.
Cheap shot!
Rin, Pyo, Tosha, Kai, Jin, Retsu, Sai,
All the healing.
Yo, what are you doing down there?
And the
Sorry,
pose.
tights. I'm all healed up. Behold the immortal turtle!
That's bogus!
I love being a turtle!
The shell.
Cowabunga!
Ooh. So I was wrong.
That was bonkers.
Was I? Yeah, I was.
KO!
Looks like Leo totally didn't see that coming.
Are you gonna keep reusing that one, or should I expect something new?
Oh, I'm sorry, do you want me to shell out some more puns?
Fine, fine. Leonardo certainly had more martial arts experience than Jason, and he was likely a bit faster, as we've seen him dodge lightning more reliably.
Yeah.
If it were just up to those two factors, the Ninja Turtle may have won.
But you know there's more to it. Sure, Leo had some super tough defense on his side, but Jason had the oomph to crack that shell.
First of all, Leonardo's superior training was a moot point, as Jason's morph granted him a broad mastery of martial arts talent automatically.
Kinda
Of
cheap
course.
if you ask me, but that's
Yeah.
Power Rangers for you.
But let's talk numbers. Giving Leonardo the benefit of the doubt, we scaled his level of toughness to his recurring villain Baron Draxum.
Who's fought Leo a bunch of times? Remember how Draxum survived his lab exploding? That's definitely the best durability feat Leo could possibly match.
By scaling the lab to the height of the characters, then deducing the size of the explosion itself, its explosive yield must equal about 12 tons of TNT.
Pretty impressive. But then we used the same method on the control center exploding while Jason was inside, and it came out to 550 tons of TNT.
45 times greater than Leonardo.
So clearly Jason was much tougher, but we still had to find their overall strength. To do that, we compared Leo's bug-crushing pillar to the Rangers bowling with boulders.
Yeah.
Using granite as an average potential density and scaling the pillar to Leonardo's height, it appears to weigh about 240 metric tons.
Still impressive, but way less than the 11,000-ton boulder. The Red Ranger couldn't just
12,000.
crack that shell, he could make turtle soup out of it.
Leonardo held some advantages in speed and skill, making this fight far from one-sided. However, Jason's superior strength, arsenal, and powers quickly turned the tide.
His Ranger of abilities does what Leonardo don't.
The winner is Jason, the Red Ranger.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Anyways, I really didn't know. What's this? I didn't really know what to think of this battle. It was just because it's very, like I said, Deus Ex Machina. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.